Okay, good morning. This is Monica Flannery. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Serenity RN. And I have not recorded a video in a very long time, but it's funny because I pull cards once in a while, and basically I started that it was an exercise to help me connect with my inner intuition. And it really works. So I do it once in a while just to kind of recheck whether my intuition's on, or if if I get any messages, what I need to possibly look out for. So when I started doing this, I started recording these videos as a test for me, because I'm not really comfortable being in front of the camera. And it was when I started coming out of my shell, right? I was fighting through agoraphobia. So what I found was I could connect from my home through the screen and these different platforms. And that's why I took coaching, my coaching program. Anyway, it's been a long, long journey. And I'll be adding some more fun videos from our RV experiences, because that's been quite an adventure all in itself and a process. But when I would do these card readings, my hubby would watch and he'd give me these little pointers, of where I could tweak it a little more and what he liked. And he's really very supportive in that way. And he just gives me like ways that I can make them better. And he also tells me what he likes about them, and he likes the readings. So I said, well, with everything going on now, maybe I should do another card reading and see how it compares to 2 years ago when I started getting these messages. And then I just, sometimes you just spirit, when you align with your inner divine guidance, I call it my GPS system, right? And I've always used that. But when I follow that, it really guides me in uncharted waters. And especially when I've been in the most deepest waters and waves, and you have water crashing all around you, right? And when you're out in the water and you panic, what happens? You lose your balance, you lose your sense of not control, but I don't know, it's a fight or flight, right? Right now, we're all in this fight or flight response, and it's really being ignited by many different areas, many sources. And so it's time to back up away from all these sources and kind of recalibrate what and why are people instilling so much fear. And you got to separate the fear from the information, and then you got to really critically think about the information coming in. So I have videos on that. That's in my empowerment series, and that really will help immensely. I'm watching them again for myself. It was like I recorded this 2 years ago for myself, and then I've been led to share this, because really, as much as I put myself out there, that's not my natural comfort level at all. I really had, I've yet to do a live, and who knows if I really will, but at 60, using all these different technologies has been quite interesting. And it's only because of probably my journey, and I've had to find a way to connect from within my home because of my health challenges. But I never allowed my health challenges to stop me from moving forward and finding a way to expand, because I love learning. So I learn, and then I share what I learn. I learn more. So I never stop the information from coming in. And I think that is really the key for right now. So I pulled 3 different decks of cards, and they're very old. I don't do that very often, but here we go. This one jumped out. Freedom. You're free to do what you choose, right? All right, so close your eyes. Take a nice deep Grammy breath. I want you to take that in. The message for this week is freedom. So with freedom, how do we move forward in all our interactions, connections, everyday life? And how do we find ways to support our own freedom? But at the same time, how do we support others to walk in their freedom as well? Challenging, right? Very challenging. If you look at my video, I think it's lesson 3 in the empowerment series. I was guided. Well, I've worked with all these energies for a long time, but the information came in of how to work with polarizing energies in your work and home space. So that is very valuable at this time, and I recommend you check that out. Okay, so freedom for all. We're moving from me to we. How do we do that? So journal on that, and that's our test. The next one. This is a glorious time for me to be on this earth. Holy moly. So many people are saying how we were meant to be in this time. What time is that? And what does that even mean, right? So you can reflect on that, because it's an individual soul question to delve into your, into your inner self. You are extensions of source energy here in these magnificent physical bodies. The amazing diversity of your time, space, reality provides the perfect balance from which to create and attract. There has never been a better time to be on your planet. This jumped out with the freedom card, and I kid you not, it, you shuffle them, and whatever jumps out, that's your message. And can you open your mind to even accept that? You can get messages from outside of yourself, right? Okay. By visualizing my desired outcome, the perfect action is always inspired. And I'll put out some things that are breaking through, but then in between, I leave little nuggets of how we can open up our minds to information that we want to reject. And God, I hear you. I hear you loudly. Truth is hard. It's hard. And many of us want to sweep things under the rug. But I have to ask you, isn't that how we got here? So this will be continued. And then I have a different card reading. As your desire to feel good leads you to thoughts that feel good. The perfect action will be inspired from that alignment.